guys, happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. Okay, this reading is going to be for today and tomorrow. Okay, I don't see this quandary being solved in one day. So what I want to say here is we come in with the Five of Swords. We've got the King of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, we have no grounding in here at all. So I think that how you may be looking at something is not in a grounded way. Okay, I think the key lies in the Seven of Cups. Okay, I think that if you're trying to, let's tackle this first from a one-on-one relationship. Okay, I think what's happening here is you're looking for an ideal relationship, right? But I think what you're finding is that how you painted this picture to look, right? How you think this should look, how it should be pretty packaged and delivered and kind of live itself out, is not happening that way. But inadvertently, what I think you're looking at is instead of the ideal love, you've found real love. And I think it's scaring you. I think you're not sure, what you want to do about it. So you're sitting on the fence, and I don't think you're actually doing anything about it. So I want to say this. The only way that this would work is if you accept and completely trust and be receptive of love. You can't go into this halfway, because I think that you're either at a point where this other person is it's like you're inching into it, but you're not. You're trying to think your way through this, and you're not going to get there by thinking your way through. You're going to have to put some grounding in here, and you're going to have to put some heartfelt thought into it. And you know what? Love is scary, guys. It's not telling anybody anything they already don't know, but it is a tiptoe through the tulips kind of approach if you're smart, right? If you're not constantly jumping into relationships that are, they may look like they're pretty packaged, but on the inside it's like, it's you can't get out of there fast enough. But I think what's happening here is someone is they've wanted a relationship, and it showed up, just not exactly in the form. They have feelings that I don't think they were ready for. I don't think they're ready for. I think you're sitting on the fence. You may have either been hurt in the past and you're afraid to really trust what you feel, but you've got a relationship sitting in front of you that has staying power. However, you're going to need to either be 100% plus in and receptive to it and trust it, right? I know that's tough, but it's not, relationships aren't, romantic and glorified. They're messy, and they're dirty, and they hurt, and sometimes it's more, but the good part about that is it doesn't go anywhere. It's got staying power, right? And I think it may have caught you off guard, because I think you're really not quite sure. You can be on either end of this too if it's a relationship, okay? I think it took you by surprise here, or you found something a lot better than you had anticipated, only you're not quite convinced of it because you're trying to think your way through it. But the concern in here is there is no grounding. So I think you're too much. Now we have air, right? Now we've got air in here, but we've got no grounding. So you're gonna have to really ask yourself if maybe something's holding you up from the past, right, that you haven't quite gotten through, or if this is the first time you really felt like this, right? Different relationships bring in different feelings. So this is not someone, though, He can be a bit theatrical for sure. This is someone with a dynamic presence, though. They know how to make a presence. They're funny, they're traveled, they're worldly, they're you know, it's I think what's happened is you've stumbled upon something much more than you thought you would, and now you're not quite sure what to do with it. You might be afraid, but what you want to do here is you want to make a smart, wise choice, okay? Because that Seven of Cups, again, is like the dynamic between what you think something should look like and what it's showing up as. But you're going to need to either be all in it or not, because I think you've got someone confused over here. That, you know, it's like both the 5 and the 7. It's like you're tiptoeing in it, but the other person doesn't know what the hell you're doing. So you're going to need to figure something out here. So I think really that's what's happening here. So only you know what best choice is for you. But that's why I say, without grounding in here, I don't think this is going to be something you figure out in one day. But what I do want to say is you're at the 7, okay? By the time you hit the 8 of Swords here, that's your last ditch effort here. You're either going to need to be in it, or more than likely the other person's going to leave, right? Because I think they're not sure what you're doing. You're doing a dance in here and they're not sure exactly what that is. So you may be coming off as not really caring as much as you do because you're really thinking about it, but in reality, they don't know what you're doing. They think you're more pulling away than you're into it. So you're sending out messages here that, you know, you may have, by the time, like I say, you get to the 8 of Swords, that's it. You're done. There's by the time you get to the 9 of Swords, it's not even an issue anymore, because they've either walked away or you've walked away. And you can be on either end of this scope, but you're kind of almost, they're kind of, you know, giving you a little bit more leeway, but you're not really going to push much further than this. It's kind of going to be, you know, now or never. So I would take a little bit of time and think about it, because like I say, check where the planets are for you, check where you are. This can apply to anyone because it's a general reading, which makes it a little harder, but the gist of it is exactly what I think it is, okay? And if it's not a love relationship, it's a creative project, it's something you're trying to do that you're not quite sure how. You may not trust enough in yourself, but I find that very hard with this card of all things showing up here. I think it's more on the relationship aspect of it. You're not quite sure if you can. I'm just going to say this. If you want it to work, you're going to have to trust in yourself and in this person. And if you don't have that trust in yourself and in this person, I would spare them. Seriously. Okay, so, and again, guys, this can be on either end of the coin here, but you're tiptoeing into something that you're kind of at your last stage of being inactive with it, or it's going to dissipate. So, there you have it. I hope that I helped you in some way. I was trying to deliver this in a way that we would all be able to understand, but that's basically what it is. You're getting something that you wanted. It's just not showing up in the way. It doesn't look like you thought it would, but it's better, you know. So, but again, there's no grounding here, so make sure that it's something that is going to work. Okay, so there you have it. I hope that I helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to do anything for you. Okay, thank you so much.